Well, hello everyone, Texie88 here and welcome to another retro gaming review. And following on from my recent review of Army Moves by Dinamic Software, now I bring you the 1988 sequel, Navy Moves. So, keyboard, right, left. Again, why put left after right? Who does that? Up, down, fire, pause, abort. Right, so it looks like I've only got one fire mode, not like the two that I had in the previous game. So I've got to avoid these mines. So I can make bollocks. Now I can. It seems like I can fart out bullets. Oh god, some of the gaps between these mines are really hard. I got it that time. Ooh, god. That water effect's really quite effective. If you can bear in mind this is an 8-bit machine, so don't expect really simple. Oh, pancakes! Plenty of lives, and I reached a restart point. Oh shit! Those jumps are so tight. Look how close these mines are to each other. You have to be absolutely precise to get landing between them without hitting them. Oh my goodness. Well, one thing that hasn't changed from Army Moves is it's hard as nails. Oh god, I mistimed that completely. I'm sure I've seen that bloke in the bottom of the screen somewhere before. I'm just trying to think whom he reminds me of. Your mission has failed. You have lost your weapons. Think I lost a bit more than that, mate. Let's try that again. I do like that water effect, I have to admit. Oh god, that's a good start. So I can fire my harpoon left and right. Although it's about as much use as a chocolate fire guard against these mines as you can probably expect. Oh, I didn't time that correctly at all. Oh no, I nearly got to the checkpoint. All I had to do was clear those three and I would have restarted at that buoy instead. Right, nearly there. Here's the three. Right, checkpoint. Oh god, it's so hard to get that in between just right. Ah! Dinamic, why are your games so bloody hard? I'm sure I did that the same as the other jumps I just did. Oh, piss balls. Getting annoyed now. God. That buoy's well animated, the way it bobs on the water surface. Oh, God. Yeah, lost your weapons and your lives and your chance of completing it. Nice use of colour, all things considered. Obviously, when you got things like that explosion, there's a little bit of attribute clash, and there's also a bit of attribute clash on the diver against the white of the dinghy. Oh God, that was close. You bastard! You absolute bastard! I nearly had you. Two, and then it's the three. Right, here comes that buoy again. And now I reach that checkpoint, and I've got these really close together mines to worry about. Please tell me yay, another buoy. Oh, that's nice. Don't lose your head, mate. Oh, I see. That's why I've got a harpoon, is it? Shit, fire. Yeah. Did they just shoot each other? I hope they did, because that would be amusing. Oh, God. Yeah, they shot each other. That's cool. Oh no! More of these bloody mines! Shit! Shit, 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 shit! Bollocks! Bit gory, this game, for a Spectrum game, I have to admit. I do. Oh, that is a nice touch, the way they can actually... Yeah, they can... The way they can actually shoot each other. It's so unresponsive at times. Oh, bloody hell, my guy lost his head again. That is so funny. I would have preferred it if the harpoon was a bit more responsive. It seems to be, the control on that seems to be a bit stiff. Oh, shite! Especially... Oh, that's quite handy to know. I only have to press the direction if I want to fire behind me. Oh, piss off! I hit him! Will you fire? See, it's so... I was trying to get it to fire and it wouldn't do it for some damn reason. Oh. Oh, God. More of this bollocks again. I'm just firing wildly because I just never know when... Ooh, I'm getting in the water. See something different. Ooh, zone 1 completed. What's next? Well, I know something. One thing I will know about is it's going to be hard. Bollocks! This guy likes to lose his head. Right. Those sharks are very well animated. What? I hit him! I clearly hit that shark with my harpoon, and the bloody harpoon dart went straight through him. Lost my weapons and my head. No, we'll do this shite again. Oh, bollocks! Dynamic, you really like making your games balls hard, don't you? At least in the first two sections you don't really have to worry about the harpoon. Oh! I want to get to that diving section again. That was actually really cool. If only the harpoon was a bit more responsive. Right, come on, boy. So these really close, tightly packed ones now. Oh! Oh, I misjudged that completely. Oh, dear me. You have to be so precise with where you place the dinghy between the mines, otherwise everything's literally going to blow up in your face. Despite its difficulty, it's actually fairly addictive, especially when you manage to get... Oh, flipping hell. Right, this will be the last go. After whatever happens after this, I'll give my verdict. Ooh, managed to do that whole bit without losing a life. Doubt I'll be able to be so successful in this section though, but I'm hoping that will stand me in good stead. Spoke too soon. Shut up, Texie. You jinxed yourself. This is so annoying. I mean, you've got a distance mark. You got a distance marker just to the right of that radar. It's such a tease. Oh God! The precision you have to have between these particular mines is insane at times. Right, this is where we start to get the enemy jet skis. So I know that the first one's going to be behind me. Yeah. Ooh. Then one in front of me. Then another one in front of me. Then Goodness me. I really just wish that these could... What? I clearly fired a dart at him. That's really quite annoying. Damn it! Such a shame though, it's a pretty interesting game, but as with army moves, it's just too hard. And the harpoon controls are a bit too unresponsive. Ugh. God, this is so irritating. It really is quite a benefit that they can actually shoot each other in this. Because it's only because that leftmost one that was behind me just... Come on, nearly there. Oh. So that isn't a distance marker, so what was that? Trouble is I've only got 2 lives left to do this diving section. I clearly hit that shark. I was firing harpoons until they were coming out of my nostrils, and it just, and some of them were just, see, look, 2 of those just went straight through that shark. I do like water and blood effects. That is a very nice touch. And again, really good use of colour. Yeah, this bit's actually kind of fun. I mean, if the harpoon was a little bit more responsive and the hit detection improved, then it would be really good. I am tempted to say I'm finding this bit easier than the bit on the dinghy, but I'm not going to tempt fate because this is a dynamic game after all, and they do like making their games ridiculously hard. Oh, damn it, that one hit me. Oh, no, it didn't. I must have reached. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, it did hit me. What? I hit him. God, there's not really much room to manoeuvre in here. And I wish you'd give more of a bit of a clue as to... Oh, give me a chance. How was I meant to react to that? Okay, so I'm going to wind up this review now. That's Navy Moves by Dynamic Software for the Sinclair ZX Spectrum. So graphics, very good, nice use of colour, little bit of clash, and surprisingly, there's actually gore in this. So you didn't really tend to get much in the way of gore in Spectrum games, so that must have been quite a shock to anyone who saw it for the first time. Nice animation at times, especially in that underwater sequence. I mean, you even had nice little touches like the diver breathing out bubbles. We saw them coming out of his diving helmet, for instance, and the bubbles as a killed shark sunk to Davy Jones' locker. So nice attention to detail visually. Sound serves its purpose. I don't know whether there's a separate 128K version that might have had in-game music, but the sound effects weren't too sparse. There were sounds when you fired a harpoon. There were when you jumped in the dinghy, and obviously when you hit a mine and everything blew up in your face. Which, put it this way, you will get used to before too long, especially in the early stages, until you've managed to consistently nail that sweet spot between the mines that are closest to each other, where there's very little margin for error. Gameplay. Well, as it's a Dynamic Software game, it's hard, and it just depends what kind of a player you are as to whether you find its difficulty unbearable. Well, as you saw, I managed to get to the diving section, and although I do have some issues, not only with the fact that the harpoon's hit detection is a little iffy, but also there are times when I was trying to fire it and it just wouldn't have it, and I don't know why. It's not a case of only being able to fire one at a time, because there are points during this review where I was able to fire 2 or even 3. I can't quite figure that out. And there are also problems like when you clearly shot an enemy and they didn't die. I mean, as you saw, there were some points where I fired a harpoon at a shark and it just went straight through it. The trouble is, when you're reliant on that thing hitting, it does become a bit more of a bugbear than it really needed to be. So a little bit more work to improve the hit detection would have been nice. And there are other problems, like those mines being a bit too close together on a regular basis, and when I was in that last tunnel section in the diving bit, there was precious little room to manoeuvre, and not much of a clue when one of those enemy soldiers' harpoons hit you. You only knew you had when when your diver just sank to the bottom. And initially, you'd think there was just something wrong with your controls. It's not as visually clear as, say, when you lost, as when the harpoon hit you when you were in the dinghy on the surface, when it decapitated you, or when a shark literally bit your head off. If it was something a bit more like that, it would have been clearer that you'd died. Whereas something where it literally just sinks you to the ground, it didn't really cut it. Longevity, well, that is entirely dependent on how far you manage to get. Despite its irritating flaws, it is surprisingly addictive. Although how long the addiction lasts will obviously depend on how much you can cope with its difficulty. As with Army Moves, its predecessor, it's not a walk in the park. So it's just how much you can bear, really. So I'm going to give navy moves. I think I'm actually going to give that one 8 out of 10. Literally the only thing that prevented me from giving it a 9 was it being a bit too difficult, and the fact that there was some iffy hit detection and other unfair mechanics, like not being really all that much room to manoeuvre in that last section that you saw me play just before I wound up this review. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this review of the Spectrum version of Navy Moves. I hope to catch you on another video soon. Texie88 out.